So I was in an argument. It was a friendly argument. Um, Talking with a friend, and I brought up this movie that I saw. I keep seeing pop up on my news feeds, and kept seeing it on TV, whatever. And it's called Everything, Everything, and it's starring Amandla Stenberg, and it's based off a novel. It's about this girl who's a biracial girl, and kind of clue this in because her mom is dark and she's black. So far, there's no father figure, so I'm guessing she's a divorcee, single mom, widowed maybe. And so the Amanda's character has this disease to where she can't go outside, and it's really taking a toll on her because she doesn't have a social life. She lives in the suburbs, and she just doesn't have that social life. She sees a boy out the window, a little white boy, and she's in love with him, and she wants to meet up with him, and they hang out at her place one time, and then she's in love, blah blah. And he brings up this radical idea like, hey, how come you just come outside with me, and you know let's go to the beach. You always wanted to go to the beach. And so they go to the beach, and then she falls out. She goes to the hospital, and like the cliffhanger is on whether or not she lives or dies. Um, and I was watching the trailers, and I was thinking to myself, like, I was watching the trailers, and I was like, um, uh, hold on. Yeah, I was watching the trailers, and I was surprised to see like there was no drama. There's no. I get it. It's a teen movie. It's a little kid movie and shit. But I was surprised to see like there's no drama. Uh there's no bad boy. He's not the bad boy type. He's not soliciting her for sex. Who knows if there's a sex scene in the movie? There may be like a little suggestive action, like maybe he sees her naked or whatever. But there's no hardcore sex. There's no hint of like some hardcore shit. There's no drugs, alcohol, uh, the white bitch, the other girl or whatever. There's no other dude. There's no like cliffhanger on who loves who, the love triangle. There's no cat fighting. There's no kicking the dude out the house. I was thinking to myself like, this has to be the most boring love romantic movie ever. And I was thinking to myself like, shit, maybe it's not. I'm not into these type of movies, but I was like, damn, you can't market this shit to black folks. Like, you could, but the thing is that you're not gonna get that positive review. And I was telling my friend, like, it has to be because of the white boy. And I was saying it to her, be like, they always they put in this white boy to kind of nullify the drama, so you wouldn't really have to expect it because if they put like a black boy in there, they have to put in some type of fuckery. He's in a gang, or he's a player. He has kids. They had to do some type of fuckery in it, and they didn't. And with this white boy, like what could they put in? you know, what he's in a cult, or you know, he's racist. You know, there's really nothing to put in. And I was like, man, it's funny how these black movies, these black uh, romantic movies, they don't have these type of scenarios to where it's just like a simple life. You know, it's just like it's just a simple life, and they're just they go through some hurdles here and there, but it's like it's always into the extremes with our movies, with black movies. And granted, this could be in the fault of black directors as well, but you know, I'm always seeing these kind of, you know, like there was an era that we had with like black romantic comedies. Like every Kevin Hart movie was the was pretty much like a gimmick. You know, it's the semi professional black man with a shitty job. Uh, and on a side note, there's like a woman who's his equivalent, the educated black, the middle age educated black woman. She wants a baby. She's twiddling her thumbs as she sees her white coworkers already married, already have kids, planning their kids' destiny, and she's twiddling her thumbs like, eventually I'll get there. And then you had your Tyler Perry shit to where it's the black women are being abused by the dark skinned dude, light skinned dude to the rescue. Uh, but all was done through Jesus, and black women are the vessels, and the sisterhood is stronger than any love that a black man could give, and we gotta move on, and we gotta get these kids right, and look out for our girls, and shit like that. But with this, but with the movie, everything, it's just a simplistic movie. And granted, yeah, I think it. And even I know it's like even with white movies, white romantic movies, like a good bit of them just sound simple. There's no drama, there's no baby mamas, there ain't no other shit going on, and I'm just like, these like black directors really just need to step up their game and just realize that, yeah, try marketing movies that don't have to be, stereotypical. You don't have to add in a baby mama. You don't have to add in a little cat fight. You don't have to add in some stupid bullshit that you see on Jerry Springer or Maury or whatever. They don't have to be ghetto. They don't have to be uh, into Jesus. They don't have to be fucking in a gang or whatever to be relatable. It can't just be, two black kids fall in love, have a little hurdle. Maybe the issue is that, like if it was up to me, like, you can do a simple black movie like this where, there's no drama, there's no bullshit. Like you can get like a scenario to where like, hey, there's this nerdy black kid meets a beautiful girl, and the girl's hurdle and issue is that her parents died, or and she wants to go to college, but she has nowhere to go, and he raises money on the side, and then he tries to get her like to a full ride scholarship, and the cliffhanger is that she's so depressed that she wants to kill herself, and it's like a race against the clock, but it tackles so much, and it's such a realistic movie, which I think people could relate to. Like, hey, mental health in the black community, black girls and suicide, you know. But I wouldn't put in no dumb shit. I'm not gonna put in a baby mama. These kids aren't gonna be in the hood. Uh, and it's really something that black directors need to focus on and stop uh, and realize that hey, a black audience could get into shit. You know, I don't watch Star Wars or a white film expecting the black characters to be super ghetto. And you know, and if my black friends can watch, you know, this movie, I don't see. You know, this is the issue that I had with my friend when I was arguing her down about the movie. She was like, "It's about interracial dating," and she was trying to make it seem like I was completely wrong, but her argument kept saying that I was right, and I was saying like, yeah, of course it's about interracial dating because they couldn't market it because you know they couldn't market this shit to black folks. You know, if it was two black people, it would be boring. But you tie in the white boy, the perfect Cali suburban living, and you know you have black women idolizing white boys and talking about, and you have this white boy liking this biracial girl that identifies as black, and he likes her despite everything. You know, this is a girl who has a strict mom, can't go outside, and he still likes her. He still loves her, and you know that. I'm outside, by the way, but like I was saying, like there's like it pulls on the heartstrings because you have this all accepting white boy who can accept this girl for who she is. You know, and I kind of envy it because because we don't market our movies like this shit. You know, we don't market just to be simple. And it would like especially these romantic movies is never this simple. And even if it is, if there's a chance that there are movies like that, they don't get a lot of respect within the black community. They're not played out that well. There's always some type of fuckery in it. But I don't think I'm wrong. I'm pretty confident that that's why. And I haven't read the book, but I've seen the book at Barnes and Noble. I might read it, or I might just download the PDF or whatever. I'm not really that into it, but I want to see if it's confirmed that the boy's white. Um, since there's no pictures in the book, it's probably left up to the imagination, and maybe it could be an adaptation. But I still think this was intentional because there's this big push to get black women to date interracially, and we haven't really seen white men in the wrong when it comes to interracial dating. And even though we can push Get Out for black men saying, oh, don't date the Beckys, that stands out because it's a black man. It, like I was saying, it sticks out because it's a black dude with a white chick. But what's funny is that there was a movie that just came out and it completely flopped, and it had the same premise as Get Out, but the script kind of followed that movie with Beyonce and Idris Elba. I believe it's called Obsession. With the crazy white girl, and she's into this black dude, and Beyonce fights, and whatever. But this movie, I forgot the name of this movie, but it was starring, um, what's her name? That mixed chick, Rosario Dawson, and this is my eye. it was starring her, and it was about she's with this white dude who's divorced. He's remarried, and um, his ex-wife is who's white is really angry and feels some type of way that she's with this woman. It's not really. I haven't seen the movie, so it's not clear if it's a racial thing, but it could be implied. And so these two are like fighting each other, and she's blackmailing Rosario Dawson's character. And it was kind of funny how like this movie copycats Obsession, and the movie flopped. Maybe it's a legitimate crappy movie. I don't know, but it's funny that it flopped when it's reversed. The situation's reversed to where you have, you know, this get out moment with a biracial chick who identifies as black. And I'm assuming, I'm just kind of speculating that a lot of these interracial movies to where, uh, black women are the victims, they don't get either like one or two, they don't get any bad feedback, or they're not taken seriously, or it plays like a forgiving role, like Monsters Ball, to where people had to watch Halle Berry, who's another biracial, have having sex with a racist white dude. It seems like a lot of these white dudes, they can't do anything wrong, and the media won't say anything, and black women don't want to talk about it. But that's my video. I'm just kind of dragging it along.